Now, we're going to watch a short video clip. The two people in this clip have met 2 or 3 times before and both work in a Christian ministry setting. In this scene, one is clearly the mentor and the other the mentee. As we watch, please observe how the mentor listens and tries to identify what she does that helps the mentee know that she has truly been listened to. Before we watch this clip, I want to give you a couple of definitions that I want you to keep in mind as you watch the clip. The first is empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another. For example, imagine yourself in their place, perhaps based on your own similar experience. The second is sympathy. Sympathy. Feelings of sorrow for someone else's misfortune. For example, a simple expression of your regret that they are sad. Now, let's watch the video.
This mentoring scenario is about listening skills. Mira, who is heading into the mentoring session, has met with Anita 3 or 4 previous times, but today is bringing a new theme for this existing relationship. The main focus of this scenario are the 4 key factors for effective listening. LEAP, LEAP. Listen, empathize, ask, and purpose. The first of these is listen. Notice what Anita does as Mira arrives for their meeting. She immediately stops what she is working on. Her body language encourages Mira to talk and share and is listening attentively.
Hi, you're just not going to believe what I have for you. I mean, you know how much I've told you that I love serving in my church. I've served in Sunday school, in outreaches, I mean, you name it. I've just been available for whatever they wanted me to do. But I think I've just come to the conclusion that leadership wants me for only certain types of roles. And it's so frustrating. I went to this meeting where they're going to begin new Bible studies. They invited volunteers and people who were serving. And I said that I'd like to lead one of these groups, just to offer that. I wanted to begin to start doing something like that. And they said they weren't encouraging women in those positions. They weren't encouraging women to lead.
Next in the LEAP process is empathize. Check your understanding of the facts and your mentee's emotional response to them by playing back what you hear them saying.
So when you heard your pastor say that women are not supposed to teach or lead groups, you felt hurt. Is that right?
Yes, I did. I felt hurt that I couldn't explore things that I was passionate about.
Share with your mentee that what you are hearing is how he or she is feeling. Name the emotions, affirm them, and identify with them.
That must have been really hurtful.
It was. It really was.
It must have been disappointing. I would have been devastated. I can see how you felt this.
Next in the 4 key factors for effective listening is ask. Ask the types of questions that are open-ended, and by actively listening, you can focus these questions around the concerns of the mentee.
Would you like to talk this through now, or do you want to wait for another time?
Yeah, I would like to talk about this right now. Yeah.
So what upset you most and why?
I think the fact that I've been serving for so long, and the fact that he didn't see anything else possible except for me to be boxed into one of his stereotype boxes. I think that was really tough to take in, you know.
And what do you think would be an ideal situation for your church in this case?
I really don't know. I don't know where to go from here. It's just not something that I've begun to even process.
Why do you think the pastor has this view of women?
You know, come to think of it, I think he's been alluding to this for some time now. I just didn't think much of it when he began to say it subtly in sermons, but now that I think of it, there's no question in my mind. I think he really does believe in this.
Is it his personal belief, or do you think it's out of respect for his eldership team?
I think it's his personal belief. I think that's how he thinks. That's his worldview.
And have you or anyone else responded to it or confronted him about this?
You know, I remember the circumstance that this woman actually went and confronted him, but I thought it was her fault. Like, I didn't really fully think it was his. But now thinking back, I think it could have just been him and his worldviews, and people were beginning to realize it, you know?
So you don't think it's a general view of the church? You just think it's the pastor?
I don't know, maybe it seeped in through the church.
And do other leaders agree with that? Or do women in the church, they believe this too?
Whenever the answer is unclear or you are not sure where it's coming from, keep asking, "Tell me more about that," until you are sure that you understand. Lastly in our LEAP model is purpose. This really focuses on how you can help your mentee move forward or resolve the issue that you're discussing. These purpose questions can help with decision-making and critical thinking skills.
When I asked you what you hope for, you said
That women would be even considered for positions of leadership, or at least be open to it.
and I also heard you say that it's just the pastor who holds this view. Is that correct?
Quite possible, yeah.
So, what do you think would be a good outcome? What would be the ideal situation for you?
If we were at least able to talk about things like this openly, instead of having this underriddled, you know, thinking or worldview.
And how would that make you feel?
I think that would at least make me understand what the position of the church is on this matter, what leadership's position is.
So, what do you think you're going to do about this situation?
I feel like I want to take a few women and actually go and confront him on this.
And what would be the result of that?
I don't know, I'll have to think about it.
And always be sure to close each meeting with a time for prayer.
So let's take some time to ask God for His guidance, to know His will for this situation, and we can seek Him
Yeah.
to know how to move forward.
Yeah.